all the people out there that are going to hit this video, for anybody who wears dentures, and people say, oh, my dentures don't work, I don't wear them, or I let my dog eat it, or whatever. Please stop doing that, by the way. You're going to kill an animal. Keep them in your denture box above. It even does a warning. But anyway, I digress. Dentures will not work. The first year is massive gum shrinkage. It's not bone loss. You already lost the bone. That was the teeth. It's not, oh, my ridge got small because bone loss. Well, the bone loss were the teeth. And the jaw, which is really cool that your body fills in all the holes, which is super cool. It takes about a year or and a half, maybe 2 years to do it. It's over time. The first year is the worst year. You have to do soft reliners. No denture is going to work. I wouldn't have had a successful denture journey. Most people don't, unless you actually do soft reliners. So at a month, you can start using soft reliners and adhesive. Do not use adhesive sooner. If you have a dentist that tells you the first day you get extractions, oh, use adhesive, you're good. Just say, all right, I need a new dentist, because you're giving out bad advice. I told you guys 1,000 times, when you're in dental school, you're not really taught much about dentures. You don't learn much except how to make them, not the quality of life of the patient, which is kind of fucked up. But hopefully dental schools get better one of these days. As a denture wearer, because I was forced into it due to autoimmune diseases, which sucked. That's another journey for a whole different story. But you guys got to do what you can to have the good denture life. When you start a new job, do you just not know nothing and you just stay at that job for you know nothing? No. You learn. You become a pro. You start practicing. You start doing a whole bunch of different things. You start to become the best person that works there. Well, that's what you strive to. You're supposed to work hard. It's the same thing for dentures. The same thing for parenting. When you become a parent, you know anything? No. You can be told whatever, but nothing will ever prepare you for that journey. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You will learn from your own baby the certain noises they make or for what things, and, you know, to be a good role model for the child, but you want to do what's best for the child. So you start bonding and you learning. You're learning different experiences, learning everything. It's the same thing for dentures. You think I had dentures and I knew what to do? Hell no. Hell no. I've told this story a ton of times. But you can't be lazy. And I'm going to point blank this out. Because nobody wants to say the truth. They just want to beat around it to not hurt people's feelings. I'm not hurting your feelings if I'm telling you the truth. A lot of people just can't handle the truth in their face. A lot of people, I'm not saying all people, I'm not even saying half people. Some people, maybe 10%, maybe 20%. It really depends. But you got to stop being, oh my God, this is hard. I'm going to put my denture down and do nothing. You can't live like that. If you want a successful journey like me and tons of other people, you got to put in the work. You get what you put into it. If you're putting nothing, you're going to get nothing. Please do so. People ask when's a good time to do a hard reliner. Listen, hard reliners are just permanent. They are just permanent. So you cannot fix it. You cannot change it. If a dentist fucks up, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. So they're really not supposed to be used as often. So say you get immediate dentures. You have them for, well, hypothetically a year. And you're supposed to have soft reline at least 6 in that time period. If you haven't, that's the problem. But that's another minute. I'll do that next. So at a year, you can hard reline your immediate dentures because they're your backups for when the permanent denture goes, in case it does. You never know. To me, immediate dentures are stronger than permanents, but they're only supposed to be made for temporary. When you get your permanent dentures, all right, so you can hard reline your immediates. They're ready to go for when you need them. The only time you should get a hard reliner with a permanent denture after a year, not during the process. I'm not talking people with, Medicaid that won't cover immediate dentures, so you get permanents too early. No, that's next. When you have immediate dentures for a year, and you'll be doing a hard reliner until about your 4th year, 3rd or 4th year, because the dentures will be loose and you'll be using more soft reliner. You don't want to use more soft reliner. That's crap. Even my dentist said that. He goes, I don't want you using more. He goes, it works, but I don't want you doing that. He's like, so let's do the hard reliner. And I am 4 months, Jesus Lord. 4 years-ish into, and my bottoms is roughly about 2 years. So he hard relined the bottom, which in my perspective, the bottom is way more important than the top. The top doesn't have immediate all food and liquid going up it. The bottom denture does. So even if it's just a tad loose, you're going to get water in there. It's going to melt the adhesive. That's why adhesive does not work on the bottom. If you don't stay on top of the soft reliners that you need to do consistently all the damn time, it's not going to work. It's just not. You have to be proactive in your denture journey. You have to. And I know some people get, hurt by when I'm telling the truth, but I'm being honest with you. Do you want me to lie to you like a lot of other people do? No, I'm being honest on what you need to do. I want you guys to have the journey I did. I mean, it's rough. No shit. It's going to be hard. It ain't going to be easy. You're having plastic in your mouth and acrylic. But you learn it and you adapt. We are such adaptable human beings. Over time, boom, it's like another secondhand. These feel like my real teeth. Like literally phantom pain, but that's a whole other different video. So you only get hard reliners like rarely. Soft reliners are temporary. If they're done well, they should last 3 months. Yes, you're still supposed to clean them. Why do people ask me that? Of course. Of course you need to clean them. They're in your mouth. You know how much bacteria is in our mouth? I'm not even going to discuss it, but we'll just say a disgusting amount of bacteria is in our mouth. There's bacteria on food. There's bacteria if you have bad teeth. There's badness everywhere. Everything we touch, even on our skin right now, there's a whole bunch of microscopic things running around on there. That's why we don't see it, because we'd probably freak out. I would. But it's so important, guys, for you to stay on top of the soft reliners. And I don't care which one you use. I say Denture Fit is the best because it is the best. Am I allergic to it? Yes. But I still use it. I'm not deadly allergic to it in my mouth. Like if I use earbuds in my ears, I get so itchy because I'm allergic to the latex family, which is part of silicone, spandex, all of that. I'm allergic to it. So if I put earbuds in my ear, they become so itchy, my ears start closing and I can't wear them. That's why I wear those big things because that's all I can do. Which is fine. It is what it is. You adapt. I'm legally blind. Right now when I look at the video, display, I can only see what directly I'm staring at. I can't see anything else. Plus, I just had my vision checked again. It's even worse. Will I go blind eventually? Yes. I will not be doing YouTube videos clearly if I'm blind because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm sure over time, if I learn what the frick I'm doing, maybe get a better phone that's actually going to work well, then yes, I would do more videos. But blind with dentures will be interesting. God, I hope I don't break them. Whatever. I don't want you guys giving up because it's hard. Everything in life is hard. What the hell is it? You got to do what you got to do. And yes, you can eat whatever the frick you want. Do I recommend, there's some things, it even says on Dental Association, there's some things we shouldn't eat because it's a risk. And people are like, well, I eat popcorn. Great. Just because it hasn't broke yet doesn't mean it will. It won't. What is it? Denture Darling? I don't remember her name. But when she was eating nuts and her denture broke. Well, you're not supposed to eat nuts with dentures. They say that. That's number 1 on the list. Do not eat nuts with dentures. Because even though it didn't break at the last 10 times you've eaten it, doesn't mean it won't. Because you're eating at the same spot. And they're hard. You're eventually going to fracture and you won't see the fracture. And then it's going to break in half. And you got to be careful what you guys do. I'm begging you. I don't know how I can make your guys' life easier with all the hacks I've come up with through the years. And then people taking my hacks and creating it as their own, which I find hilarious. But I should be flattered that people do that. You got to do what you got to do. I can't stress it enough. I would say this journey is way more mental than physical, by far. Your mental pain and all that shit goes away pretty quick. The physical part, the mental part keeps in you. And I still have my issues. I won't look at myself without dentures in because I'm already struggling enough with all my autoimmune diseases. And my entire adulthood was me trying to stay alive. And I never got to do the career I went to college for. All the years I did online college and school so I can raise my 2 sons and work overnight, and all the lack of sleep and stress I went through was for fucking nothing. So I try to take something that's shit and turn it into a positive. And I know I can't be the only one going through the stuff that I do. So having a community that you can go to vent to just let it out, makes a difference for you mentally. So don't bottle it in. I give out my own personal, it's not a separate email, my own personal email I give out to the entire world to contact me anytime they have fears or doubts. Anytime you need advice or you didn't see one of my thousands of videos that I have, it's a lot. I've dedicated the last 4 years to making the denture community better. Because it was nobody helping anybody. It was just saying how they feel and doing, day in the life of what they're doing, or, talking about their businesses or their jobs or their home life. No. I want to give factual information so you guys can talk to your dentist educatedly. Because who the frick knew about this shit? Nobody knows this stuff unless you go to school for it. Unless it happens to you. That's when you start being like, all right, I trust my dentist. You can't trust people. So one thing I learned, people got to earn your trust. Don't just give it out. I always tell people, make sure you respectfully talk to people. Don't do what some people do. Holy crap. Like, we're adults, guys. There's no reason to throw adult temper tantrums because no one's listening to you. No one's listening to you because you act crazy. Don't act crazy. It's not that hard. Sometimes, and I'm sure some of you are listening like, girl, I've seen some videos. Like, yeah, me too, honey. And I'm like, off the wall, like, that's not how you behave as an adult. We're supposed to communicate with each other respectfully. Because nobody's going to respect you unless you give the respect. So if everybody's automatically giving respect, the world would be a better place. Look at marriages. If you have, say, the wife looking out for the husband should be looking out for the wife the same thing. They're both equally happy. It never is that way. And a lot of you guys know that. Divorce usually happens because a partner was selfish in one way or another. And that's what makes the downfall of a marriage. Cheating is part of being selfish. Abuse is part of being selfish and wanting domination. The whole thing is messed up. And as I digress, because if you guys see, everything is basically connected. And you need the support. And I know a lot of people don't get support from their families. They get made fun of because they're ignorant. There's no other way of saying it. People are ignorant and they're rude and disrespectful. I have always taught and raised my own self. Nobody raised me. Ain't nobody raising me on how to be. When you're a teenager, is your most major part of your life. And I raised myself at that time period. And I wanted it to be a person that I treat people the way I would specifically want to be treated. Because if you're treating bad, how dare you think that somebody should treat you better than what you're doing to other people? No, you get what you give. So I wanted to, with everything in this horrible journey that I went through, wanted to make something good out of it. And I wanted to help denture wearers. And I know a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are nervous. They're afraid I might get annoyed or whatever. I know. I dedicated my life for this. Please talk to me if you need somebody to talk to. If you need somebody to help guide you in this journey, I'm happy to help. I've told you guys that a bazillion times. A bazillion times. I am proud of all of you. First of all, most people don't even get to the section where you were at. Most people make the appointment and they keep changing it. They keep changing it. The more you change it, the more you'll never go. So say if you change it once, you'll 90% go. You do it again, it'll be 70%. And then it starts decreasing and then you just never end up going. And then people could die. You can die from dental infections. People do it every year. But you can save your own life by making the right choice. So a lot of you like me who have gotten this procedure done and went through the freaking torturous, kudos to the people who never got tortured in this journey. You're like 1% out of the 100% that had that happen. You guys need to be proud of yourself that you accomplished that. But don't stop there. Keep fighting for your quality of life. Don't just quit. And for people who do not have, like, a warranty. Sorry, guys. Still have stroke brain. Gotta find the words and have the Heather Rolodex. But if you don't have a warranty, that's why I made my channel. I don't have a warranty either. And it can be so cheap to do your own work. First of all, you just need a simple nail file. Don't use a Dremel on your dentures. You can easily fracture it. Boom, it breaks. There's weaker spots in some spots, especially the more you eat in one area. That's why I would say make sure you don't favor a side, especially with dentures and implants and stuff like that, because it'll be obvious. And, through the years, why we have to get new dentures is because our teeth will be grinded down. I mean, my husband doesn't have dentures, but he loves crunchy food, and because of it, it looks like his teeth are baby chiclets. I'm like, dude, you have toddler teeth. Stop eating crunchy shit. He doesn't want to, so you know what? Whatever. He'll learn the hard way. You need to make sure you continue on with this. You can do relining. You do not need to use Denture Fit. You could do payments with Denture Fit. I still think they do that, or they do like Afterpay or Firm, or I don't even know who they use. I have no idea. I haven't done a soft reliner in a while because they did the hard reliner. So it's still, it's holding. But again, I'm 4 years into my permanent dentures. So I'm not in the first year. That sucks. But you guys can do this. Just easily get Reline it over the counter. It tastes like shit, yes. But I have a secret to get rid of that taste. I always tell people just to be safe. First, you want to rinse it, make sure the hard reliner is complete, done. Boom, you can put it in your mouth at any minute. Make sure you put it in water. You want to use room temperature water. I would say 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Because if you do too little, you don't really know how well that's going to work. Make sure after it's soaked for about maybe 2 to 4 hours, rinse it off, clean it with Fresh and Bright. Fresh and Bright works the best. Use Fresh and Bright, get it anywhere. I think Amazon has it. But make sure you clean it really well, rinse it like super well. Do not use cold water. Cold water makes things stiff. It doesn't allow things to loosen. So you want to use warm water, not hot, because hot will change the form of your denture. Heat melts acrylic, so please don't do that. Just use room temperature water, clean it, do what you got to do, put it in your mouth. If it's still like god awful, make sure you do it overnight. Do 4 tablespoons of baking soda, put it in there in room temperature, or maybe a little bit warmer than room temperature because over time it'll get cooler. Then when you wake up, you should be good to go. It is that easy. And you should have baking soda in your house. I know most like bachelors don't because they're like, what's baking soda? Some people used to just put it in their fridge to keep it neutralize the smell. But if you bake with baking soda, like homemade chocolate chip cookies, which I've made recently. There's so many things you guys can do. You do not have to break the bank. First of all, I tell people all the time that I stopped using Dr. B's because essential oils. Essential oils were loosening my soft reliner. Denture Fit is silicone. You put silicone with oil, it's slick and comes right off. So I do not recommend using Dr. B's, especially his patent for liquid crystals, never patent. It says patent pending since I've known them, and it's been years, like 4 to 5 years, somewhere around there. I think it's 4 years. And it's been saying patent pending. So they're obviously not getting the patent for it, and it is what it is. So I don't use liquid crystals either. I either use Denture Clean, because if I'm using Denture Fit, I'm using Denture Clean. It's better for that product. Or you can just brush your dentures. You don't have to do a soak, guys. If you're going to do a soak, you can do it once a week and it's stain away. It takes away all the stains. Like, it's beautiful how shit that cleans. Like, even I've said it for the last years, Denture stain away is the only thing I've seen take stains away quickly and that immediately. Like, it's like the day you get your dentures clean. So it's pretty cool. But if you just brush your dentures twice a day, soak them in just water overnight, and then once a week do stain away, you're good. Like, you don't have to worry about that stuff, guys. And please stop using Dawn dish soap. It's dish soap. It's meant for dishes. People are like, oh, they use it for ducks, blah, blah, blah. On the fur of ducks, not in their mouth. So if it's gentle for fur, fur is a lot more like feathers are a hell of a lot more durable than our skin. Would you bathe in Power Wash Dawn dish soap? Or any dish soap of Dawn? Or any dish soap in general? No. It's too abrasive. You can't do that. So please stop comparing yourself to a duck. Their feathers are a hell of a lot better condition than our skin. Our skin is delicate. So you need to be careful with our skin. And you don't put that shit in your mouth. It's toxic. There's even a label warning. Oh, it's toxic. Like, what are you guys doing? And also, do not bleach your dentures. You do not soak your dentures in bleach. You guys got to understand, all soft reliners are porous. It will absorb anything in there. Plus, that shit does not belong in your mouth. It says do not ingest on everything. It will still, no matter what you do, still have it on the denture regardless. And people worry about denture adhesive swallowing. Look what else you're putting in your mouth. So please, I know I've ranted. Please, please be careful. But if you guys need me, just comment on what videos you guys want me to see or do details of. Even if you want me to bring back story time with Heather, because I've seen some crazy denture shit. And have my own, by the way. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. And my email will always be in the description, so you can email me. So if you're about to get this done, if you just got this done, just breathe in and out. In time, things will get a lot better. But you're not alone. I had a lot of, I always tell people it's the 5 stages of grieving. I've been telling everybody that since I hit YouTube. You go through the 5 stages of grieving. I was in the angry stage for a very long time and I couldn't get out of it. And luckily I read some stuff on how to accomplish it, and it took time. Am I still, when people bring it up, a little annoyed by it? Yes, but not as angry as I was. Because what am I going to do? Can't get my teeth back. So, you guys can do this. And I'm happy to help. I make nothing off my channel, by the way. I get no sponsorship because it's dentures, for God's sakes. I do not sell my soul to the devil. I will only sponsor or be a part of sponsorship if I believe in that company. If I believe in their products, it's the only time I'll ever do it. So I've turned down quite a few people because I won't just do it just to do it. I think some of the products are really bad. Like cushion grip. I did a video. I was hoping I'd like it because everybody bragged about it. So when it was gone and the small company who created it sold it to Big Pharma. And I like when Big Pharma called me, they even, emailed me. They even said, yeah, we know when you do it by directions, it is not good. It does not work well. They're like, we saw your video and we actually agree with you. And I was like, so change the directions. But getting approval, change direction, it'll be a mess. But they were like, oh, just follow what everybody else does and put little balls and put it in there. I'm like, people are pretending it's a soft reliner and using it for that. They're like, well, it's not for that. We don't even have it down as that. Why would people use it for that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, but that product is terrible if you do it by direction. So it's not a soft reliner. And if you did your soft reliner right, you wouldn't need cushion grip. Cushion grip is a terrible product. That's why they're losing money now. There are so many better products out there than some of the products that are out there. So I'd rather you guys save your money. Like, I've been the guinea pig. If you look back on my videos, I've tried everything. Absolutely everything. So nobody else had to. So I would give my rating an example of why I thought it was like, meh. I'd give it like a 7. So, I mean, like, if it's in your cabinet and you ran out of your good stuff, then if you need to use it, all right. But I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. I would just spend my money on the better stuff. And I always tell people, even if you save $5 a week for like, I don't know, maybe 2.5 weeks, you could just buy Denture Fit. And Denture Fit, shit, my top lasted a year. I showed you guys what it looked like. I was like, wait, I haven't done my soft reliner. I gotta check it. So when I was like examining it, I'm like, that shit is perfect still. I'm like, but I'm just going to change it because that's weird. How did it last for a freaking damn year? It lasted for a year. You know why? Because no water and liquid goes up there. Like, if you have a soft reliner that you did, because only you know your mouth, so you don't have to add the whole mouth again once you added it. If it's only a little loose, say on the left side, just hit a little on the left side. But then you eventually perfect your own soft reliners because you know the feel, movement of everything. So then when you perfect it, nothing gets in there. And it's frigging awesome. The bottom is a hell of a lot worse to work with. But I always tell people you really don't need, you need to do soft reliners, but you really don't need to use adhesive if you level your denture. If it's rocking, that means one side is higher than the other side, which you need to do an adjustment at that point. Nail file people, do not do your own work if you have a warranty, please. Only for people who do not have a warranty can do their own work. You would have to ask your dentist permission, and 80% of them say no. So I'm hoping in the 20% is in your favor. But you have to have your dentist do all your own work, and then you got to wait months. It's such an inconvenience to have a warranty, I'll tell you that. So I'm grateful I don't. The only reason why I do wish I did is if it broke, God forbid, knock on wood, Jesus Lord. Yeah, I'm superstitious, but only if I broke it would I want a warranty. But I could do my soft reliners better. You know what dentists do? They just put the same shit amount for everybody and say, here, you're done. You're not done. Guarantee one side is looser than the other. Guarantee it's going to be embedded because that dentist didn't do an adjustment first. Because you have to do an adjustment first. If you're putting a soft reliner, say it's like perfectly like fitting around all the spots. It's just loose. Then, you know, you have to take off just a smidge and you could do the soft reliner. If it's like digging already and then you're doing a soft reliner, you're going to have to undo that whole soft reliner and do the adjustments. Always check your mouth first before doing anything. Because it adds like a couple of millimeter of height. So you need to be careful. And make sure you cut the extra that's hanging off. Because sometimes it hurts. Especially if your mouth is like weirdly crooked like mine is. But I'm going to stop rambling for you guys. Sorry it was so long, but I haven't done long videos. And there's so much information I want to spew out. So, sorry ADHD brain. I don't take meds for ADHD. So you're going to have to deal with it, guys. Sorry. But if there's anything you guys specifically want me to talk about, please comment down below. Because I'm not a mind reader. And I don't even want to be. Because how shitty would that be? Reading people's minds? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because imagine like you idolize somebody and then you hearing what they think in their mind. You're like, wow, I don't even like you. You're a crappy human. Like, I don't want that to happen. So, I would definitely check if you guys actually watch my videos. I'll be doing giveaways. And I just finished one and sent it out. They did not want to be named, which is cool. I'm all for privacy. I don't give out anybody's. Never in my life, and you can watch all my videos, never have I given out personal information unless somebody wanted it. And I don't mean like their address and stuff. I would never give that out. I'm talking about if they want their name and all that put out and they're cool with it, then I do that. But other than that, I don't. I stick to privacy because I'm a very private person, as you guys know. But I love you guys. Please wear your dentures. Get soft reliners, for the love of God. And if you don't wear dentures, you actually create more bone loss and all of that, even more. And that's another story I'm going to tell you guys eventually down the road because that broke my heart. And there was nothing I could do about it because I'm just a tiny little YouTuber. But I hope you guys have a good day. Wear your damn denture. I love you guys. Bye.